Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you want to see how I got this Kim Kardashian West inspired Met Gala look, then please keep watching. So I already have my colored contacts in because it's just a lot easier for me to put them in beforehand so that I don't smudge my makeup afterwards or tear up. And I'll be using my Nars Concealer in the color Ginger and putting that all over my eyelid except for the brow bone and packing that on so that my shadow will stay. Starting off this eyeshadow look, I will be using the color Charmer from my Tartelette and Bloom palette, and I'll be putting that all over my eyelid except for the brow bone like before. And you can use any color that you like as long as it's a white creamy color. I just prefer this palette because it's one of my favorites. Now I'll be using the color Burnt Orange from my Anastasia Soft Glam palette, and I will be taking a blending brush and blending that color in my crease. I am now going back into my Tarte palette using one of my all-time favorite shades of brown, Rebel, and I will be blending that over the burnt orange in my crease, mixing both colors together. To start the smoky liner effect, I will take the color Leader and spread that across my lash line. Before you start the smoky liner effect, you just want to tap your brush before you put it on your eye because you don't want to have a black eye. I've learned many times, so you lightly want to put that on there to create some depth, and then later we will go in with some more black. Using my Jumbo Cream shadow from NYX called Black Bean, I will put that across my lash line. And I love the consistency of this pencil because it's so easy to blend and it's also super affordable and you can find it at any drugstore. I'm taking an angled eye brush, anyone will do, and spreading the cream shadow to start creating that smoky eye effect. I like to use a straight edge to line my wing. You can use any straight edge or even tape. I prefer not to use tape, but it's just helpful to get that clean line. Going back to my Soft Glam palette, I will be using the color Noir and taking an eye smudge brush to start packing that shade on top of the previous cream shadow. We really want to start darkening this color because this is what's going to make the eye. Taking more of the shade Noir, I will follow that line, but I will begin to smoke it out and bring it onto my eyelid, almost creating a thick liner look. For liner, I'll be using Pretty Vulgar's liner called The Ink, and I'll be using that to put it on my eyeline to create more of a winged liner effect, and this liner is super creamy. I actually discovered it on this monthly subscription package that I get. They send 6 full-size products every month, and everything that they send is just really awesome. So I might do a reveal for you guys next month. Here, I'm just going in with a little bit more of the shade Noir because I really want to enhance the eyeline, and I'm also using a little bit more of the liner. Going back in with the shade Rebel, I'm just going to put some more in my crease. That way we can darken it up a little bit. Going back to my gel liner, I will be using it so that I could start filling in my top waterline. While you're filling in the top, don't forget to go in and fill in the corners of your eye so we can get that sultry cat eye look. I'm just putting on some mascara now, and I'm using my Double Decker Lashes by Butter London. And now for my favorite part, it's time for lashes. I will be using Beverly Hills Bombshell Lashes by Revive. And I found these lashes in TJ Maxx for $3.99. I couldn't believe they were that cheap and they were so gorgeous. They also have a website where they sell them online. They're just a little bit more expensive. And they're kind of hard to find at TJ Maxx. I found them when I was online waiting to pay and I saw them right in front of me. So I just picked them up and grabbed them. So I will definitely put the link down below where you could buy them from, and I'll also be putting everything else that I have. Now, time to start the face. So I will be using my Marc Jacobs Hydrating Coconut Face Primer, and this is really good for people with normal to dry skin. If you have oily skin, I don't recommend it because you'll probably get oily within the day, but I picked this up one day at Sephora and I've loved it ever since. Now going in with my Shape Tape in the color Tan, I will be putting that underneath my eye to cover up the redness. And then I will be using my favorite beauty blender in the world by Sonia Kashuk. You could find her beauty blenders at Target for $7. This beauty blender is so squishy and fluffy, it feels like a marshmallow. Taking my Farsali Unicorn Essence Serum, I'm just going to put a couple drops all over my face and on my lips, and I'm just going to rub it in. I'll be using Nars's Sheer Glow Foundation in the color Syracuse. And I just started using this foundation and I really love it. I know I say that I love everything in this video, but everything that I use I pretty much love. Before, I was just using tinted moisturizers and I wanted to get into using foundations. So I tried a couple and this was my favorite because it does give you that beautiful dewy look. And if you want to turn it matte, you can do that as well. For highlight, I will be using my Nars Concealer in Ginger, the same color that I used as an eyeshadow base. And I will be applying that underneath my eye, down the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, and on my chin and smile lines. For my contour, I will be using the color Beautiful Bronze by LA Pro Girl. And I'll just be putting that underneath my cheeks, my forehead, my jawline, and then I will start blending everything. LA Pro Girl is actually a really cheap brand. It's only like $5, and it's definitely one of my favorite contour products. Now I'm just going to take my Sonia Kashuk brush. This brush cost me like $10 and it's super fluffy and perfect for blending contour. And I'm just going to blend my cheeks and my forehead and blend everything in together. For translucent setting powder, I'll be using HD Flawless by Absolute in the color Brightening Banana. I picked this up at the beauty supply store and it was $6.99. I was super impressed by it and it was the first time I was using it, and I definitely can compare it to higher end brands and it worked just as well. So I was really happy with it. For bronzer, I'll be using my all-time favorite by Too Faced in the color Dark Chocolate. I'm sure you guys already know because I posted it in my previous video on my everyday makeup look. And I finally ran out of it, so I had to buy a new one. I don't know if you guys noticed in the last video, it was gold. They just came out with a new packaging because I guess it was time for that. But this is definitely my bronzer that I prefer, and it just gives you this beautiful bronze color and it blends so well. For brows, I'll be using my NYX Micros Brow Pencil in the color Brunette, and I'll be filling in the shape of my eyebrow. After filling in my eyebrows, I'll be going in with an eyebrow gel called the BrowGal by Tonya Crooks, and I'll just be using that to keep my eyebrows in place. And then I will be going in with my blush from Wet n Wild called Mellow Wine, and this blush is like a peachy pink color. Then I will take my Huda Beauty 3D highlighter palette and start using the color Maldives along my cheekbones. Then I'm just going to take the color Barbados and I'm going to put that on my cheekbone and put that down the bridge of my nose. It's a little bit more creamier. And then I'll go back with Maldives and highlight my brow bone. Now to complete the eye, I'll be going back in with my gel liner and spreading that across my waterline into my tear duct and dragging it a little bit out, connecting the lines together. Going back to my Tartelette palette, I'll be taking the color Activist and spreading it along my waterline to smoke it out. For bottom lashes, I'll be using the mascara Telescopic by L'Oreal, and I like to use this mascara for my bottom lashes because it has a really thin brush so it catches each and every lash. For my lips, I'll be using the NYX lip pencil in the color Cocoa. Now to fill in my lip, I will be going in with the color Umber by Nick Hack. I also got this from the beauty supply store and it's like the perfect nude. It was only $3.99. I swear the beauty supply store is like my best friend because I always find awesome stuff. And now to finish this look, I will be using my MAC Fix Plus setting spray and then topping it off with my Cover FX Illuminating spray. This illuminating spray has some sparkles in it, so it gives you that nice, fresh, dewy look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and liked how it came out. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!